Hey, what's up guys, Rado here with Dirt and Iron. Today in this video I want to talk about upgrading your front end look on older KTMs. Alright my friends, I got this question asked many times, what needs to be done to upgrade the look, front look on a KTM. I'm talking about the front fender and the number plate, or this mask with a light, whichever you choose to go. So there are a few things that needs to be done, there are a few options you have, and there are a few different looks that you can achieve. There are pros and cons, and in this video today I want to talk about both. I went through a few bike builds where I was pushed to do that because I wanted to do a little bit modern look on the bike. So my first one was 2004 that I put a different look on the front end. 2013 to 2016 that look, and then last time we did Husky FE 350, that was 2014, that came with an old school look, kind of old school. We wanted to update to 2019 Husky, so we had to go through the same process. I want to give you an idea what it takes, what are the pros and cons, why I'm doing it, and what might be the reasons why maybe not to do it. First of all, let me just say that if you don't know, I'm in the middle of a build. There behind me is 2012 KTM 300XC with a powder coated frame and hydroblasted and cerakoted bunch of stuff. I have some custom suspension, so I'm doing a lot on that build, and I want to update the front end look on that bike and make it look really nice and modern. This is the look I chose. This is what I want to go with. It's a XC, but I have a bigger stator on that thing, so I want to have headlight because sometimes I ride a little bit late in the evening. I come back home when it's dark, so I got this Baja design headlight, and then I got this mask and the front fender from UFO plastic, and I think this is a great look. It's gonna look really amazing on the bike. And this right here, this is the stock plastic that was on the bike. As you can tell, there is a big difference in the design. Actually, this one right here with the middle V ditch or whatever you call it, this is my least favorite look on KTMs. I think this fender doesn't really look that good. I think the older styles like 2004, 5, 6, those were a little bit better in my opinion. And also, I don't like the shape of this number plate. It just, I don't know, personally I don't like it. So when I bought the bike and I look at it, I'll show you the picture, that was the first thing, like, man, this thing is going away. I need to come up with something better looking. This is what I'm gonna do, but this would be another look if I'm gonna go without a headlight. So this is the same style, a front fender, and this is the number plate from 17 up. So this is also the headlight from 17 up. I think 2020, 2021 probably still has the same look. I don't think they changed it. You need to know that it's not gonna look 100%. It's gonna look good enough, at least good enough for me. But there are a couple things that if you are really meticulous and if you're really detailed, you're not gonna like it. So it's gonna look a little bit different. The fender would be a little bit offset, and the angle of your number plate would be a little bit different. And the gap here between your forks and the number plate, it's gonna be bigger than stock. Old school 2002 or 3 all the way up to 2012. My bike is the last old school triple clamp bolt pattern for the front fender that has 4 bolts like this. So if you put a fender on your triple clamp, you are putting 4 bolts into these holes, right? So that's the old school pattern. Now the updated 2013 and up, KTM came up with this new design where you have 2 screws coming from the bottom and 2 are coming into front like that. So you have this L shaped. Now we have a problem because if you get a new one, you cannot mount it. There are a couple options you have, and I've seen guys doing it. I decided not to go that route. The easiest option is take this one to your old triple clamp and just drill the 4 holes and put your bolts there. It is going to hold, it is going to be pretty much comparable to this one. It's not going to be pretty, it's not going to look amazing if you look at it from the bottom, because you're not going to use these 2 holes, but you're gonna drill 4 new holes and you need to put some big washers or something. It's possible, it's doable, and a lot of guys will do that, and this will actually give you probably the closest look to your stock 2017 or 2013 and up, because you're not gonna have the gap. Now what I decided to do, and what I did on all the builds till now, this time I'm going with Nihilo concept or Nihilio concept, but before I used the Cycra bracket. Well, for the Cycra bracket on my 2004, I actually had to grind that bracket a little bit to fit my triple clamps. Maybe newer triple clamps are a little bit different, but for 2004 I had to grind this piece a little bit to fit, but after that it was fine. This bad boy right here mounts on the bottom of your triple clamp and will offset these 2 holes, so they will fit 2 holes on the fender. And then once you have it mounted, you put this second piece on the top, and that would give you mount it on the top, because there are 2 holes on your triple clamps, and that will give you 2 holes that will align exactly with these 2 bad boys right here. Once you mount that, you are good to go. These will align and you can mount these new fenders on the older triple clamp. Now the one downside is that this is how much everything will be shifted forward. So when you mount your number plate, you need to put this spacer in here. So it's about half an inch, a little bit over a centimeter, that everything will be shifted forward. And this is the only downside of using the bracket. Or another option would be to go on eBay. Actually checked eBay yesterday, and you can buy 2013 up triple clamps that will fit your forks. Used one goes for like $250. I know it's not cheapest thing to do, but if you're really serious and you don't want to go with the little spacers, you can just do that. Alright guys, so let's get on my bike. We're gonna install this little bracket, and then we're gonna do our front end on my 2012 KTM 300. I actually really like that this Nihilio concept bracket comes in 2 pieces, so it's way easier to install. When I had the Cycra, I really had to play with it. I had to grind it right here, and it was more difficult to fit it all the screws at the same time. So this is way easier. You can first do your bottom, and then you can add this piece right here on the top. The bottom part is done. This is how it looks from the bottom, and then we're going to install this piece right here using these 2 holes on the top. I always leave it a little bit loose in the beginning, and I can start my 2 bolts on the bottom, and then I can tie everything up at once. Alright, I think we are done here with the fender. You see, because you have 2 bolts in the front and 2 on the bottom, it doesn't shake as hard, and it's really sturdy, really strong. So this is way better design. This is also one of the reasons why I wanted to upgrade. Mounting your front headlight mats is pretty simple. All you need to do is to stick this into the holes right here, and then your rubbers go around your forks, and also make sure that the brake line will be where it's supposed to be. Let's do that. It's actually going out like that. Yeah. There you go. This is how everything looks at the end. I put this Voyager in here to give you an idea how the gap I need to have here. Actually, I'm gonna have also the billet aluminum casing for this, so I need to go maybe ½ inch forward, but this is pretty close how it's gonna be. So you see, in my case, actually the gap that I'm getting right here, right, this gap actually worked out well because it gave me a little bit room for the computer on the top. And I think if you look at it, I think it still looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's too much forward. It doesn't look like it's weird, or you know, like it's not supposed to be there. So I think this bracket is really good. Doesn't oscillate too much, and I think the bike looks so much better than it was before. Let me show you some before and after pictures. I think you guys are gonna like the difference. Alright my friends, so that's about it for today. I think we make this bike look really good. I really love how it looks right now. You know, this Baja design light and white plastics, it just looks so nice with all the black, you know, anodizing and the spec balls, all the contrast we have here going on in the front. I think it looks amazing. So man, I cannot wait to keep going. In the next video we're gonna start installing a bunch of these little details here, and the bike will start taking shape here in the front. I have a lot more to do. I need to do my wire harness, and I need to do my subframe, and I need to do my airbags and everything. You know, all my plastics would be white, so you can kind of have an idea now. You see all this contrast. Man, I just love the black and then spec balls and white, how everything looks. And then once we put our graphics on this thing, blue, red, white, and it's just gonna look really nice. It will come all together. So we're gonna keep going in the next video. I'm getting super pumped because this thing is looking pretty good. Let me know below in the comments what you think about this video, what you think about the look we have here so far, and also what you think about upgrading look of your older KTM. Is it worth it? You are getting this little gap right here, but then you can go with 2017, 2000, you know, these newer looks, and the front of the bike makes a lot of the look of the bike, I think. The rear and the shrouds, they are pretty good looking on these 2012 bikes. So I think once you put everything together, it will be really hard to tell that this is actually 2012, pretty much 10 years old bike. This bike was first sold in 2011. It's 2021, so this is 10 years old bike. But I think once we are done, it will look like it's not that old. Alright my friends, well again, let me know below in the comments what you think about this video, about this upgrade we did over here, and don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.